I'm Natalia Bonner. It's day 243. Today we're going to be stitching using my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler. Let's get stitching. I'll start out by marking through the center of my block a T. So like you can see here, I am using a rotary type ruler to find the center and make those markings. I prefer to use these types of rulers, like a rotary ruler, to do my markings because most often the markings on machine quilting rulers are based off the needle position. So knowing that the markings are always where I want the markings to be with a rotary ruler really makes me happy. You'll see here that I am using a blue Mark-the-On to mark my marks out. That is my favorite marking device. After I've marked a T through the center of the block, then I'm going to also mark an X through the center of the block. Once I've marked that X, I'm also going to add markings that are at 1/2 inch on both sides of that center line. Now here, it's obviously a little bit difficult or different to see because I do have my camera positioned on top of my machine quilting so that you can see the markings. Once I've completed all of those markings, I'm ready to begin quilting. I'll start out quilting on the upper left corner of the block. From there, I'll stitch, traveling down to that first marked line. I'm going to stitch a straight line along that marked line, down to where the lines intersect. From there, I'll turn my ruler, stitch along the straight line going the opposite direction, and then stitch back out to that corner. When I get out to that corner, I'll stitch along the straight line across back to the point where I started. From there, I'll travel down my ditch to the first marked line, where I'll stitch right up to the center of the block. When I get to the center, then I'm going to adjust my ruler, stitching along my marked line, from there out to the bottom left corner, along the short diagonal line, and then back to where I started. I'm going to repeat this process, working my way around the block. You can see it doesn't necessarily always matter the order that I stitch out this design. I kind of actually stitched out in a crazy way. It might have been easier to stitch in a different manner, but I had a lot of fun stitching it out this way and creating a lot of fun texture. You can imagine here if this were like a 4-patch type block or a pieced block, it would really create a lot of really cool interest on your quilt block design. Once I've stitched out that design completely, I'll complete the design by stitching the ditch all the way around the outside of the block and then misting away those marked lines. Friends, I hope you enjoyed today's block and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.